Okay, so we're here to talk about all of the bathroom stops, or all of the recommended bathroom stops, I stand
Yes.
corrected,
Yes.
for Disney World Marathon weekend, specifically the marathon course for 2026. Which, by the
Yes.
way, if you're watching this video and you have just listened to the Happily Ever Active podcast episode on Run Disney and the marathon weekend, there's a little bit of a correction there. There is a change in race course for 2026 versus 2025. And we'll go a little bit into that in this video. But for now, let's start by going through the most recommended bathroom stops with Jessie. Thanks again for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you for having me again. So I can talk about all the things that were rough points for me in my first couple
Yeah.
marathons.
And before
Um,
we dive into it really quick, if you're watching the video, go ahead and pull up the route for the marathon for 2026. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the show notes for this as well, but that way you'll know when we're talking about mile 1, mile 2, mile 3, or etc. You'll know exactly where we are, and the perspective you have. Which, by the way, the first thing I noticed when I pulled up this map is the fact that they don't like they have the course outline, they have water stops marked, mile markers, medical tent, food stops marked. They don't have bathroom stops marked. And I think there's
no,
either there's a good reason for that because there's so many bathroom stops to choose from, or they just
there are
want to keep it a
like,
mystery.
yeah, they're like, ooh, let's keep the magic of Disney alive, and we'll just surprise everyone with a beautiful
Yes,
porta potty.
exactly.
I would say overall, there's never been a point where I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to go to a bathroom, and I really struggle to find one. That being said, your scale of bathrooms, if you have a scale like I do, that's a little bit of a different story. So Disney does such a great job with the porta potties. Honestly, especially at the start, they're all pretty clean. They clean them through the race weekend, so like don't stress like, oh, I'm the last day. It's not going to be
That's
bad.
huge.
They do a really good job. Um, they do have a lot of bathrooms right outside the corral, so I do recommend hitting that before you go because you are in those
Hmm.
corrals for a while.
Yeah.
And so that's you'll typically see people if you are looking at the map when the second they hit Epcot, they're going to hit those Norway bathrooms, which is better than a
Mm,
porta potty, I would say, but those lines are typically
for
pretty
sure.
long. So I would say hold out around Showcase if you can. Try and make it to like my goal is typically mile 3, right around that
Yeah.
bathroom, right below Epcot Ball, Spaceship Earth, if you're using the correct term, I guess there, not the Jessie terminology.
Thank you.
Like, oh, there's the Epcot Ball, the Spaceship Earth. You have those bathrooms, and that will like you'll be able to hit that before you start the highway part of this event that takes you over to Magic Kingdom. So you're not going to hit another bathroom again probably until mile 9. Let
Yeah.
me rephrase that.
So
You will hit a porta potty. You will not hit plumbing again until mile 9.
So that's
um,
6 miles, right?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
between first miles from the parking lot, second mile you're at World Showcase, third mile you're about to exit Epcot, pass through
Hmm.
Spaceship Earth. From mile 3 to mile 9 is through either highway or back roads, which means porta potty, and then mile 9 you enter Magic Kingdom.
Yep. Yeah, and so you'll take a left as you enter Magic Kingdom and
Uh
hit
huh.
those pirate bathrooms. So the pirate bathrooms are not a bad option. You also might be able to divert off Main Street if you're really in need of a bathroom, but like I would probably try and hold out until you get past the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Because that, as I talked about in the last episode, an electric part of the race. So like you really want to take that in
Yes.
and enjoy it. So I'd recommend holding off to the Pirates bathroom. You also cut back in and go past Tangled, which is another fairly solid bathroom area. And I think around 10 you're gonna go past Casey's. So that's another not bad option considering you hit
Yeah.
highway again, and it'll be another right around 8 miles until 7.5, but 7.5 miles until you hit 8K. Um, and then you'll have other good bathroom options in there. You have Asia that you're running through because you'll enter at Africa by the safari. So you'll have the Asia bathrooms. You'll have this year we're exiting in right around Nemo, which is interesting. The show, the name
Yeah.
that's escaping me, but the Nemo puppet show. And they do have some bathrooms down that way. I'm guessing those will be super crowded though. Just with the change in course. That's typically one of mine that I like to hit because you were going around Dino Land. Um, but since Dino Land is no more, that I'm guessing that'll be a pretty popular bathroom. So I'd highly recommend hitting Asia or around Everest area. But AK is
Yeah,
probably going to be jam packed.
yeah, really quick, now that you mentioned that, because in the parks, especially with Animal Kingdom and then backing up to Magic Kingdom, and I guess we might as well throw in Epcot there too. Like when you enter the park, the first or second bathroom within the park are probably going to be the most popular.
Mhm.
So I think that's something to highlight the most. So, like for
Yeah.
example, when you mentioned the Pirates bathrooms in Magic Kingdom and the Tangle bathrooms, those you were implying that those first two bathrooms are probably going to be a lot more busy and crowded compared to the Dumbo bathrooms before you exit the park,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And like you might have an uptick at the Dumbo bathrooms because people are like, oh, like this is our last safe choice before hitting that stretch. But I do think that that's going to be your better bet. That being said, if you're going past the Pirates bathrooms or the single bathrooms, the line's not long, I would definitely jump on that. If you see a short bathroom
Yeah.
line, you take that opportunity and you run with it. Don't ask questions. So but yeah, like typically that first one, like the Norway bathroom, that's typically a pretty busy one on almost any
Yeah.
race weekend I'm on. So yeah, probably avoid that one. You also have so many bathroom options on Showcase. Like you
That's
have
right.
Norway, you have America, you have France. Like you do have a lot of UK.
You have
You have a
two
lot
in
of good options.
America. You have two in
Yeah,
America. Don't forget.
yeah. So
So yeah, you're right. There's a lot of
you
options.
can jump off, yeah. And you can divert a little bit off the course if you need. Like, I wouldn't recommend using your, like, going half a mile off course or 0.1 mile off course, especially if you're doing 26. But,
Or the hill
um,
to go up to Tron.
yeah, yeah, turn around and go. Like, that's what you want, on a full marathon course.
Right, exactly.
Um, but yeah, so I would definitely, like, look at the lines, but, like, take an opportunity if you see one, for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. Okay. So we've
So,
we've gone through Animal Kingdom, mile 17, exited through Finding Nemo. Was it the Big Blue and Beyond?
yeah, thank you.
Then
Yep.
going, I had to think about it too.
That's
Passing
the
mile 18. Now you're in a back stretch of road,
Mhm.
and by then you're hitting, why? Oh, jeez.
Blizzard
Hollywood
Beach.
Studios. Well,
Yeah.
Blizzard. Before you get to
Well, you
Hollywood
gotta go
Studios,
through
is
Blizzard
Blizzard
Beach.
Beach. That's right. I'm sorry. We have to mention Blizzard Beach. Please enlighten me. Enlighten us
So about the Blizzard Beach bathrooms, or
about
why I love Blizzard Beach.
maybe both. Let's interject both
The Blizzard
stories.
Beach bathrooms. I actually feel like there's bathrooms there, but I've never used them. Because Blizzard Beach is a mental game, as I think any Run Disney runner will tell you. That is one of the darkest points of the course. But, you got to take a note out of Figment's book and just be like, if you think things are positive, then things are positive. So I try and clap my way through the Blizzard Beach parking lot and cheer for my fellow runners,
I
which
love it.
exerts a dumb amount of energy. But once again, Disney's not about a PR for me. So I cheer on my fellow runners, and most of the time, don't think about a bathroom option there. But I'm sure there is one. But yeah, that's my advice on Blizzard Beach. Cheer your way through.
Hey, it's
Because
a
then
good
you
way to
won't think
keep
about
energy up. It's
yeah,
definitely a
you
good way
won't
to keep
think
energy
like
up.
take one out of Figment's book. That little dragon. He's always pretty happy. So
So
yep, that's
then
my advice.
you pass through Blizzard Beach. You're now
Yep.
like mile 22, 23. Then you're getting into Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, you hit Hollywood at about 23 and a half. Yeah.
Okay.
And so you'll go past, you're gonna enter in the Phantasmic area, actually, which is really interesting. So you're
Very.
gonna cut up. That's gonna be a food stop at the top of the Phantasmic area. Typically
Okay.
chocolate, or has been in years past. That's a really highlight for me.
Noted.
Clearly. And
Noted.
if you're a party pacer like yours truly, they typically give out a couple, which is fun
I
and really
love that.
really helps you. Benefit of being a party pacer, I guess. But yeah, so you'll come in underneath Tower of Terror. The thing to know though about Hollywood is the park is open. So
Mm-hmm.
like you're going to have people everywhere. So it might be harder to use a bathroom because there are going to be a little bit tighter about jumping in and off the course there. Because it's a full functioning amusement park at
Yeah.
that point. Because it's like you're running through, like if you're like me, you're running through at about 11:30. So it's it's been open for a
Yeah, it's
while.
a couple hours at
Um,
least.
yeah, so you will have bathroom options in Hollywood, but you will be probably competing with the other guests for those bathroom options. So it's just something to keep in mind.
Oh, that's
You're also at
interesting.
my 23 and a half at that point. Like, I feel like you're just, at least for me, I'm like, I can hold it together until I get to my hotel room, right? Like, I'm like gonna just keep going.
Yeah.
Or like you also have the porta potties at the end of the course. But yeah, it is something to keep in mind. You will then, they'll cut back into Epcot, and you cut in, I actually think over, let me look. Looks like by the UK. So you'll have another bathroom option over there. And then you'll cut across the park, go by Guardians. So there, you're going to have options there as well. It's just much harder to pull yourself off course when you're at mile 25 of 26 of a full marathon. You're like, oh. And then all the park people are there cheering for you. Like, it's a little bit more. I definitely recommend using the bathrooms earlier in the course so that it's a little bit like, you're not like, oh, all these people are cheering for me, let me just pull myself off course real quick. It's a little bit harder. So, but yeah, I mean, I highly recommend kind of mentally planning out your bathroom stops, using your training runs to determine that. But I have never had Disney does such a great job with the infrastructure of these races. Your food options are great. I mean, I've heard of like majors running out of water. I mean, my coworkers and I had a whole conversation about this today, how one of them ran London one year, ran out of water. And like, I have
Oh my
never had that
gosh.
concern with Disney. They've never run out of food. They're just so great when it comes to infrastructure. So don't stress about having to use the bathroom because it's your last opportunity. It's more of a thing for me of like, I would much rather use plumbing than a porta potty if I don't have to. So you just got to plan out a little bit.
I mean,
But yeah,
look,
Disney does a great job.
if you're going on, if you've gone on several runs before, especially longer runs, you know how important it is to be like comfortable, especially when you need to, when nature calls,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So to have a to have a little bit
Yeah.
more comfort on a long run, especially
Exactly.
at Disney, is going to make all the world difference for you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes the whole experience more enjoyable. It's not, you're not thinking about, oh my gosh, where's the next bathroom? You're thinking about, oh, should I stop for this character? I do have the time, right? You're thinking about the things that I would consider that matter more on a Disney course, because I care about the characters, I care about riding a ride, you know, all the things that you would never expect to care about on a full marathon course, you get to care about at Disney. So
Yeah,
prioritizing
exactly.
that. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
And final point to like really emphasize that and really hit it home. It's the fact that you're at Disney to enjoy. You're at Run Disney to really enjoy yourself. And if you're using more of your mental energy and mental space worrying about the bathroom,
yeah.
then you're going to have less of that mental energy and less of that mental space to
Yep.
really enjoy the magic, right? So to have a plan, to
Totally.
know where to go, to where to stop, and to give yourself options,
Yeah.
again, world of difference.
It really does. It'll make your experience so much better. So, oh,
Jessie, thanks again. This is
of
going to be
course.
great. And I think it would be a great idea to have like a map of these bathroom stops
I think
so
so
that
too.
people have it really easy to access. So that'll be coming. That'll be in the works.
Yeah.
Thanks again for joining me. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks for having me.